Welcome to Research Business Daily Report, where market researchers come for news, insights, and commentary about the field they work in. And we provide them with knowledge and assorted valuable insights that impact them both personally and professionally, including inside and outside their current place of work. On today's RBDR, social media targeting takes a very ugly turn. And then the tribulations and decisions being newly faced by CMOs, which are reminiscent of research department heads not that long ago. RBDR is sponsored today and this week by decision analysts Nuance, a company offering multi-language verbatim coding services that help clients to quantify the meaning of open-ended answers. Nuance President Lisa Hazen has created tips for choosing a coding partner. It is a veritable best practices update on the subject. You personally may not regularly rely on coding, thus its increasing improvement, which is quite noticeable in recent years, may not be top of mind for you. However, if you work in market research, coding absolutely needs to be part of your repertoire. And the link we've created through Nuance will introduce you or hopefully update you with what's going on in coding. So check out Nuance's coding glossary, coding services, and more at nuancecoding.com. Advertiser ability to target on social media is always presented as a fantastic marketing tool, a total positive and something that excites many out there. A brand or company is empowered to find their preferred audience is the story that is being used, and then they can communicate an important message to that target. The Facebooks, the Twitters, etc. have made it appealing to say that they can deliver your preferred audience, whatever that audience may be. But there are there social media ad targeting groups that we societally might be better off not being able to access. Last week, ProPublica, an independent nonprofit newsroom that produces investigative journalism, it says in the public interest, did a story after it asked Facebook to present an audience targeted at what was called Jew haters. 3 news feeds directed at 2,300 supposedly anti-Semitic individuals among Facebook users cost ProPublica $30. And their request was approved by Facebook in 15 minutes. After ProPublica reporters contacted Facebook, the anti-Semitic member category was actually deleted. And then over the weekend, we learned that Facebook has turned over data concerning phony Russian Facebook accounts to Special Counsel Robert Mueller. Those accounts last year tried, among other things, to rally anti-immigrant voters in the West during the U.S. presidential election. Let's continue to watch these types of social media stories because I think targeting is going to undergo something of a change. Moving on, we've been hearing for some time about client market research departments needing to reinvent themselves in order to stay or to become relevant to their internal research customers. Now there's a Harvard Business Review feature in its September issue that discusses 4 futures for chief marketing officers. It talks about new titles such as Chief Customer Officer, Chief Revenue Officer, Chief Digital Officer, and Chief Experience Officer, names that are regularly popping in and out of business discussions. Well, regardless of which ones you may be hearing about or having to deal with, authors Mark Bonchik of Shift Thinking and Gene Cornfield from Accenture Interactive wrote in Harvard Business Review that CMOs need to foster new perceptions and expectations across their enterprises. That's a new awareness, and some of the identical informational warnings that were presented to client market research departments not that many years ago. Bonchik and Cornfield stated that most marketers need to define a broader vision inside their company. Most people inside a business, they say, and outside a marketing area, perceive the CMO as doing little more than running advertising campaigns and managing brand identity. Needless to say, what they do goes way beyond that, but what those other things are need to be communicated and then demonstrated to those others inside the corporation group. Bonchek and Cornfield say that today's effective CMO needs to create a vision about marketing that presents itself as the orchestrator of the customer experience and a revenue generator, as opposed to a cost center. Hey, that's what market researchers were told not that long ago and continue to be told. CMOs need to recruit peers, boards, and their own teams to hop on board the customer experience bus. And who should be on that bus as well? Well, I would venture to say market research in a very big way. So the translation of what Bonchek and Cornfield say needs to be done is to get the company to do what fulfills customers' purposes versus getting customers to fulfill the company's purposes. Let's hope that market research becomes aware and or is asked to find ways to help the CMO in its current challenge. That's your Research Business Daily Report. Sponsored today and all this week by Nuance, a decision analyst company that is offering multi-language verbatim coding services to their clients to quantify the meaning of open-ended answers. Check out nuancecoding.com to learn a lot of important information that will prove to be worth your while. Have a great research day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.